What is up, YouTube? I hope you're having a great today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Today, we are going to talk all about Path of Titans remodels. We're going to talk about some of the remodels that are the newest ones already in the game. We're going to talk about the 4 new remodels that are currently being worked on for a new release. And then we're going to talk about what we would like to see out of some of the older dinosaurs, maybe some of your favorites that could potentially get a remodel in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sub to stick around for future Path of Titans content. Let's get cracking. Now, some of you might not already know this, but 3 dinosaurs that are currently playable in-game right now have already gone through the newest set of character reworks. Those dinosaurs are the Concavenator, the Ceratosaurus, and the Metriacanthasaurus. Let's talk a little bit about some of those new updates. The first one that's already gone through a remodel is the Ceratosaurus. You can see here our beloved little tank monster is looking thicker. Down at the bottom right, the arms are a little bit more protrusive. He wants to come out and scratch you in the eyeballs a lot more. You see that nice little back hump kind of connects to his neck, makes him feel like he's been doing his trap workouts, and his legs feel more stout all around. I think the dinosaur looks a lot beefier and a lot cleaner in the updated version. Here is the updated walking animation, and here is the updated running animation. Next, let's talk about the Concavenator. The first thing you can see are the legs are a little thicker. It's sitting down on its hips a little bit more, making it look a little thonk. Next, you see that thickness in the neck and a more streamlined kind of approach from the back to the head, which I think makes it look a little bit more dangerous. And last but not least, those arms came out looking for great Auntie Conk's famous bleed hugs. Great changes on the Concavenator. Here's the updated Conk walk animation, and here's the updated Conk run animation. The last dinosaur to get its remodel already entered into the game is the Metriacanthasaurus, and in my opinion, this is the best looking one of all 3. It's got the protruding arms, which look really menacing, the heavy set legs that give it more weight to the dinosaur, but my favorite part is that more prominent arched back that allows the dinosaur to look more leaned over, and you know it wants to reach out and give you one of those slimy little toxic kisses that they all love to give. Here's Slimy Boy's upgraded walk animation, and here's Slimy Boy's upgraded run animation. There are 4 new dinosaurs that Path of Titans has confirmed they are currently working on for brand new remodels. That is the Alioramus, the Latenivenatrix, the Camptosaurus, and the much anticipated Suchomimus. And hey, if you're having fun or learning something new, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help out. The first upgrade revealed is the Alioramus. You can see here that the tail protrudes a little further, the head was lowered but extends out, the arms are ready to give you those dangerous hugs, and the legs again thicker and much stronger. And here's the side-by-side for the new upgraded walking animation. So if you look on the right, you'll notice that the strides tend to be a little bit longer, they're more powerful. It tends to glide over the ground a lot more than the old one did on the left. I think because of those long strides, it just tends to look a little bit more natural and honestly more powerful in its gait. And here's the side-by-side for the new Alio run animation, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. The longer strides being less choppy than the original version really make this dinosaur look more powerful in the hips and make it look like it's moving places with a purpose. Next, we have the Latenivenatrix. This little thunder chicken got some longer talons, a more raptor-like running posture, and all around a cleanliness in its shape and feathers. Here is the side-by-side for the upgraded walk animation for the Latin. You can see that it has faster strides. It's got this strut to it. I mean, this thing's got some sass in its walk now. It really feels like it's moving like a little raptor. I like this one. And here is the upgraded run animation for the Latin side by side. You can see with those quicker strides and the streamlined body, it really feels like it's running like a tiny little raptor. I know most of you that play this are troublemakers, and when you see one of these moving with this new run, you're gonna know that trouble is headed toward you. Next is the Camptosaurus, with easily the best remodel of any dinosaur, a larger frame in general, a beautiful arch down the back, An overall fantastic redesign. Here is the side-by-side to the new Campto walk animation. You can see that it has a much bigger size, but the really impressive part is the upgraded trot speed, which I'm sure that any of these little veggie snail players are gonna love being able to move around the map much faster and much smoother. And here is the upgraded Campto running animation. Now you'll notice that the strides are much bigger, but it moves quickly. It looks like you're trying to scurry away. And for me, when you're playing a small dinosaur like this kind of scurrying effect really adds immersion. The other one just felt very chunky, kind of felt very sloppy. This one really adds to the dynamic of the dinosaur itself. I would be doing all of you a disservice if I didn't take the time to show you the Campto's new kangaroo hop ability. It's awesome. Apparently it's supposed to help you get away from enemies. It is the cutest, most adorable thing I have ever seen. Everyone loved the kangaroo hop. The last one is the Suchomimus. This one has been the most anticipated remodel to date. Everyone has been looking forward to this, and they have done a great job. They made the body look more streamlined. They've added muscle mass and gave it a bigger size while also somehow still making it look very fit and lean. And lastly, I think the claws being more aggressive and the teeth being more aggressive just give this thing an overall more genuine, aggressive, scary look. Here is the side-by-side for the new Suchomimus walk animation. You can see immediately on the right that the new model has a stronger, more burly, powerful step in every single one of its strides, which I think fits the Suchomimus much more appropriately. Here is the side-by-side for the new upgraded run animation for the Suchomimus. You can see immediately that the new model on the right has a longer, more powerful gait. Every time it steps, it carries through more ground, making it look even more menacing and a scary threat coming from the distance. We have now talked about all of the current dinosaurs that are in game right now that have already had their remodels updated. We have also addressed the 4 upcoming dinosaurs that are about to have a new release for a remodel as well, and that is coming very soon. But what happens after those are done? What other dinosaurs are we looking to have remodeled? Now, this is where I would ask you guys, hey, if you guys have an idea, put it in the comments. Let's see if we can get some of them upvoted. Maybe Path of Titans will take a notice and see what the community is looking for. But I'm going to give you my 3 and which ones I think deserve a remodel the most. The first one is the Stegosaurus. You can see it right here. The Stegosaurus looks fine. I think what it could use is a little bit more size. Not tons. I don't think it needs to be huge, but I think it needs a little bit more size. I would like to see the running animation even more over exaggerated. This kind of bounding nature that the Stegosaurus has, I think you could really amp that up just a touch and make it look even more unique as it's moving through, right? Or like kind of progressing through the land. I think that would make the Stegosaurus look great. And maybe even a little touch up on some of the textures on the sides. It tends to fall a touch flat, but that's a little nitpicky. All around, I think the Stegosaurus could use a little bit of work. Number 2 is the DASP, the Daspletosaurus. Now, it's been through a couple reworks. We understand that. And I don't think it needs a ton of work, but I have a couple ideas for what a remodel could bring the Daspletosaurus. I think narrowing of the face. I think if we narrow the face down, make it a little bit more aggressive, some sharper edges, it would make it look more menacing, which I think the Daspletosaurus needs. It feels a little too round, a little too soft to me. As well, I think you take the same approach that you took with the Conch, with the Sucho and the Cerato, and you lay it down. You get the chest kind of protruded, the shoulders and head facing forward a little bit more, a little streamlined, right? Extend the tail out. And I think the DASP would be absolutely terrifying. I think that's the only thing it needs, but I think it would clean it up a lot. And last but not least, the last one, but I think the one that the community has been talking about, at least from what I've seen the most recently, is the Allosaurus. Now, the Allosaurus needs a couple things. I think some of its statistics are maybe off. I would like to see it do a little bit more damage. I would like to see a pack of 2 or 3 Allos feel even more terrifying. I think that's an appropriate number for a pack of Allos. But really, the big change it needs is that kind of streamline effect that every other dinosaur is getting right now. Lay the head down, make the shoulders a little bulkier, maybe even increase the dinosaur size, like just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Make it feel a little bit larger. And I think that would help with the Allosaurus feeling a little bit more natural, because right now I feel like it's just underwhelming in both the size and the abilities, but all around not too far off. Those are just my ideas on the 3 dinosaurs that I think could be the next for a remodel coming up. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help out the video as well. If you enjoyed this video and you want to come back, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn those notifications on and you will never miss another upload. I love you all to death. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.